If you can't manifest money, do it right away in this video. I will share with you a powerful method for attracting more money, wealth, and prosperity into your life, just like Catherine Ponder did before we started. Information can change your life. You deserve to live a life full of abundance, happiness, and success. Learning and applying the methods that Catherine Ponder used can help you achieve just that. So, take advantage of these moments for yourself and prepare to learn how to ask and receive from the universe. Let's start. Catherine understood that nature does not accept emptiness, especially in the realms of prosperity. The law of emptiness is one of the laws that not only requires audacity and exclusion to put into practice, but also requires dedication and common sense when trying to make a fortune. Use willpower to reap all your rewards and maintain a positive attitude towards success, even in the face of failure. Generally, you need to apply the law of emptiness. One thing will certainly make room for the things you want. Clear out everything that no longer serves you in your life. I mean things, people, situations, and feelings. How to clean furniture. Go through your closets or furniture in your home or workplace that are of no use. Start removing everything that no longer fits you, including people in your life. Now analyze your acquaintances and friends. Have they fit into your life? Did you learn from them, and they from you? If they no longer fit into your life, start letting them go. Let them go as people who are not on the same wavelength as you. Normally, this selection is natural. Trust that you can have everything you want, and the right people will come to you at the right time. It's often confusing to know what you want until you get rid of the things you don't want. You will realize that if the good things you want don't come to you, it's because it's time to make room for the new. Make space in your life to receive everything you want. As I said before, if you create a void in your life, nature itself will fill that space, bringing wonderful things to you. Allow greater good into your life. I knew the story of a couple who, thanks to the emptiness law, managed to have their new house completely decorated, as they always wanted. In the old house, they cleaned it, donating everything that no longer served them, keeping only the furniture suitable for the new house. The most interesting thing is that the new house had a lot of empty space. They began to visualize these spaces filled with new furniture, fulfilling their decoration desires. Over time, they realized that nothing was changing, with no prospects of filling the desired spaces. One day, the husband, a professional at a company, was offered a reward plan for excellent performance. He achieved the required score and won the right to choose several prizes, including furniture. In another case, an executive who had put his house up for sale was having difficulty finding buyers. Upon learning about the power of the law of void, he understood the need to act immediately. He visualized his house completely empty and the sale happening quickly, adding to the visualization his new house and moving to a new city. Someone interested in the house arrived in a short time, paying a price much higher than expected. His vision came true, moving into the new house with his family. It is possible to create the life of your dreams in every aspect using the law of emptiness. When you decide to create a void in any area of your spiritual, mental, or physical life, the substance of the universe will fill that space. This also applies to health. A businessman, very ill, despite the efforts of the medical team, showed no signs of improvement. On the contrary, he was getting weaker every day. He went home and waited for some change to happen. One night, in a feverish state, he remembered that he had read about the law of emptiness. Immediately, he thought about how this law could be useful at this time. He figured it was time to make room for something new to come in, but when it came to his health, what needed to be cleared? He asked his subconscious what he should do to make room in his life. That's when he started to analyze his feelings. He had feelings of anger and resentment towards a certain person. He briefly looked back in his mind at the events that generated this reciprocal feeling. He recalled that he hurt the person with aggressive words spoken in a moment of anger. He began a self-analysis and realized that he had been very hard on the person, and at that moment, he needed to expel all resentment, anger and bitterness towards the person and the fact itself. That's when he made the decision to forgive, making the following statement out loud: "I forgive you, I release you, and I let you go. What happened between us is dissolved. It's over. There are no more hurts, resentments, or grudges of any kind. You are free, and I am free. We are two free people. I am at peace." When he finished that statement, he slept well. Early the next morning, he woke up and realized he no longer had a fever. He went back to his doctor's appointment, who inexplicably found him cured. Although the medical team did not know the reason for his improvement, only he knew the intensity of peace and lightness he felt in his spirit. The simple act of releasing all negative feelings restored his health and filled the void left. Notice how the feeling of forgiveness can heal both the forgiver and the forgiven. Many people fear the word forgiveness, thinking that they will be putting themselves down while the other is boasting. But this is not the case. Forgiving means replacing a negative feeling that was being nurtured for someone for something renewing and liberating. The simple practice of forgiving creates a void, and a new feeling emerges with the power to heal your life. In short, to forgive is to free. Understand that when you manage to free yourself from preconceived ideas, convictions, prejudices, and beliefs, you create space for the new to establish itself. In the example I mentioned previously, from the moment the woman decided to abandon the fixed idea of harming the man, believing that it would be justice, it was the crucial point necessary to open a void in the universe for the establishment of agreement and peace for both the families. We realize that the act of forgiving can actually work miracles. So I'm going to give you a technique so you can practice forgiveness and start to free up space within yourself. This will increase the infinite possibilities that will come to you as desires come true. Practice this every day for a few minutes during the day. Let's start. Sit comfortably and start breathing calmly, relaxing your body. Now visualize each person you believe needs to forgive and be forgiven. Start remembering those disagreements, injustices, inappropriate words, feelings of, and that discord. If you have received or practiced these attitudes, start releasing all these feelings now. Ask each person for forgiveness. These people will unconsciously receive your request for forgiveness and will instantly forgive you as well. You finished. You have just created a void to unlock your prosperity, wealth, and success. Now declare to yourself that I am forgiven and guided by God's love. I am in peace. Accept. Take a deep breath and feel the peace flowing within you. Let yourself go. One day, a lady told me that she had conflicts in her marriage due to her husband's alcoholism, including the risk of losing his job. I gave her guidance on forgiveness, but in addition, knowing that there were many implicit situations in that marriage, I guided her to practice forgiveness daily for all the feelings in her heart. Feelings that weren't just about her husband, but also about her parents, her job, her friends, and even negative feelings about herself. We all experience the same thing. You also have a lot of feelings. It's been years of nurturing so many limiting feelings and beliefs. It is essential to use forgiveness as a daily and constant practice. There are many negative thoughts every day. We create thoughts and generate negative feelings, often unconsciously. This becomes a habit, hence the importance of practicing forgiveness. You need to create a void within yourself. You need to free up this space to create the greater good. Be firm in your life with the guidance I shared. With this lady, she began to practice, remembering all the people and situations she had been through, people and events that she had long forgotten. Everything was very old. Conflicts, disagreements, wounds, resentments. She began to free herself from all of this. She also remembered all the times she hurt people, harmed them, and hurt them. She felt relieved, freed from old and deep-rooted feelings, especially about her husband's previous attitudes, that she managed to forgive and forgive herself. Before long, the results began to show that the husband stopped drinking and kept his job. Peace was established in their marriage. It was necessary to open this void, the woman's feelings, so that the Creator could bring her the greatest good. This is the power of forgiveness. Don't shut yourself off from situations or problems in your life. Simply practice forgiveness for everything and everyone. Make the following affirmation: I release these feelings, situations, and people. I let myself go. Your liberation will happen spiritually, and the result will be noticed in your material life. An important point to consider when you let go of these material things is to release them without expecting anything in return. Look what happened with the intention of having new clothes. I opened my closet and started collecting everything I no longer wore. Everything I had been in used for a long time and was useless. I sent it to my sister and waited for the new clothes to arrive. But time passed and nothing new happened. I started to feel like I could still wear some of those pieces if they were still with me. I realized that I was attached to the clothes and the result. I began to mentally visualize each donated piece and began to make the following affirmation: in this moment, I release you completely. You have fulfilled your mission with me, and now you are the one you need to be with. After a while, I started receiving new clothes. You know how a friend received some money and immediately thought about sharing it with me. She bought some clothes and brought them to me. I immediately saw this as an opportunity to fill the void in my wardrobe, and that's what I did. But the blessings didn't stop there. Some time ago, I had written some articles for magazines that were rejected at the time. However, I felt the need to review these articles, make some changes, and resubmit them to the journals. All articles were accepted and published. I received a good amount of money for them. As if that wasn't enough, I received even more clothes from people who knew my style. They told me that, knowing me well, they saw a piece and realized it was for me. I received a great lesson. When you give something with the true intention of releasing and giving, it will be a true gift. In other words, when you release what you damaged, release yourself and let go. If you're experiencing a block in your financial life, or if things aren't going as well as you want, start taking control of your mind and feelings. Take out your wallet or checkbook and declare the following: I am at peace. I am full of wealth and prosperity. God provides everything for me. Now, take your outstanding bills and start paying them one by one as much as you can. By doing this, you are sending what you owe into the universe, and the supply will reach you, multiplied. I hope this video was inspiring for you. Thank you for staying this far. May the power of the mind be with you every day of your life.